What's up, everybody? What's going on? Hi, Mary. Brandon. What is going on? Brandon, my brother, what's going on? Rusty, we are going through some North Carolina cons. Me and John were out there. I don't know, something changed on StreamYard since I got back. I can't see my full board, my full comment board. I don't know what's going on here. Crazy. Hmm. But, ooh, eating chicken wings and typing with the pinky. Nice. Nice. Matter of fact, these cons were from when I was down in North Carolina with Brendan, who's chewing on the chicken wings. Who we got up in here? J&T Gold Hunters. What's going on, my friend? Heath 30 Adventures was up in here. B&B Paydirt. Bobby, what's going on? PAPC, brother. Pennsylvania Prospecting Club. Stetson, the True Volk. I don't remember you, but you got a wrench, so you must have been here before. Did you change your name? Excuse me. Rusty Nugget. Mary. Yeah, keep calling me man down, Mary. Mm-hmm. That's all you got. Who blew a motor? Yeah, we all use StreamYard. Some people are getting away from it, but I like it. I like it because they recharged me another year, $400 freaking. So I'm pretty much stuck with it for right now. So we are. Yo, Joey, what's going on? White Fang Scratcher, welcome. Link is pinned up at the top, or maybe it's not pinned, but I'll get it pinned. Pin the message. There it is. Who blew up their motor? Mary, known as the 700-year-old witch. Cast spells on everybody. What was that?
The boogeyman.
Something's definitely going on, John. I can't see anything.
You can't see.
I can't see anything. Any of my control board. Ah, there it is. Zach.
Jackson.
We decided to come invade your panel.
Nice.
Coming out swinging. B&B. Joseph. Vitus Prospector. Bad idea. Alaskan Assassin. Mary.
Well,
Rusty Nugget. Joseph.
Mr. Bob B&B Pater, we are going to Vermont the last weekend of April here, and if you want to bring a tent, go with us.
Little time mining. So Brandon.
And
Might be pretty cool.
Mr. B&B Paydirt, just in case you were worried, no, Mary's not going to that one, so it should be safe.
Somebody named Stetson up top, Mary. Dotard Elvis. Elvis, what's up, brother? Joe, what's going on, Joe? Joe said Mary's not 700 years old. It's more like 1,700. Theo. Who was that booping up, John?
That's going to be John R. probably.
John R. Got him.
Cool.
All right. Turn my camera around here. Hold on.
What's up, John R?
His name is
What up,
still
yeah.
too much to prospect.
Hey, Theo. What is it?
Under John's name, we were over on Wrenches one night, and I added the subtitle. I worked too much to prospect, and John hasn't removed it yet.
Joe, the bad
Seems like a
idea
fun
lab's
one
in
to
here.
read.
Yeah. Yeah, out of all of us, the newest prospector, Dina, was the only one who went out and looked for any gold the day that I saw.
I was busy getting appraisals of the house and all that today.
I was busy trying to think up reasons of why I was busy.
Alaskan Assassin, Dorothy Richardson.
I think this is it. Oh, back. Now, where do I find this? I want to print it.
Rusty went out yesterday. Cool.
Nice.
Bad idea. Said I checked the Coinstar today and then went and bought beer.
I don't know if it's just because of how my town is or what, but every time I've looked for change in the Coinstar, it's been empty, and the only time there was anything in there, it was dirty.
No, my luck. I'll check my Coinstar and get arrested for stealing.
I'm sure it's in their clause somewhere that abandoned change belongs to property of Coinstar.
Or the place that it's in.
I'm lucky enough. One of my banks is a credit union, and they have a Coinstar in there for members free. So I never have to pay the fees at the Coinstar in store.
Thought I saw something up in there, but I might be mistaken.
Hello, David.
There we are.
What are you ordering, Rich?
I already ordered it.
All right. Once again,
David
what are you ordering?
Alphonse said he art.
Mary, I don't have hair, let alone oil in my hair. Did you see PA? Wrench has actually had a productive weekend.
Yeah, I was talking to him last night while he was doing some of that stuff.
Yeah, said the Cadillac should be done by the end of the month.
We're gonna see. I gotta finish this room first.
Get it fixed, Wrench.
What's that?
Get it fixed, brother.
I know.
You might need it soon.
Give PA from dragging
That
that.
thing's horrible on fuel.
My truck's starting to act crazy.
What's it doing?
Engine lights coming on every other couple days.
Oh, you haven't had a check yet?
No.
You don't own a
There
little
we go.
scanner at all?
Little
What's
bag
that?
holder.
You don't own a scanner at all? Not even a little one?
Nah.
Most people should if they travel.
There we are. Added John back.
If you wanted one, I can turn you on to a little $30 one that's actually pretty capable.
Yeah. Turn me on it.
I'll text you the Amazon link. The brand of it's an Autel AL319. Super simple to use. basic engine codes, read them, clear them, basic data. It'll do everything that you can possibly do. It's small, it's cheap, and it
Yeah,
works quite well.
everything that the average homeowner, can do. The
It
guy
might
does the basic maintenance.
it might just be a clear thing because I had the fan sensor switch off, the thermostat out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you had a whole bunch
Well,
of shit going on.
but it's
The
running
thing
fine. You know.
the thing is, once the check engine light turns itself off on its own, that means whatever problem it's had is not currently occurring. So the computer's happy. If the check engine light turns itself back on after that, then that problem's reoccurring because the computer's tested itself and it's decided that whatever's wrong is present. So if it's coming
Right.
on and off, then whatever your failure is coming and going. We see
What's
you,
going
John.
on? I'm back now.
I know. I let you back
What
up
up,
on
Annie?
panel.
I actually, for some reason, I hit the wrong button when I was trying to change the camera. I exited instead, and I didn't
Was
want
it
to do that.
was it shiny, John? We told you
What's
about
the
them
matter?
shiny buttons.
Hey, Annie.
That's running too slow. Let's try that. PA, have you used your cleanup sluice from
I
Flower
have
Gulch?
not. I'm actually
Yeah.
just separating cons that I have because I separate them and then I put them back in this big bowl, so I got to reseparate them. But I'm
Oh,
breaking everything down to the really really small kitchen strainer I have, and then I'm going to run it through the thing
yeah.
probably in the next couple of weeks.
Data.
Gotcha.
So this is the -8 stuff that I'm running, that I'm paying.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I'm definitely going to get it hooked up. I got to get a hose for it.
Hello, firefighter.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Firefighting,
Hey,
firefighter
firefighter.
detector. What's up, brother? Good to see you, man.
What's going on? Little time mining. What's
Yeah.
up?
Miss Annie, couple weeks, we'll be down.
You're upsetting me
You're
so
gonna be there, PA too? I think I asked you that before.
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah.
Didn't GP try to militable the kinky dirt?
I don't
I
know.
didn't see it.
Hold on. I'll be back.
Lord,
I get the door.
Lord Shadow, what's going on?
Annie wants to know what PA's running and what John R's running.
I am running cons from Indiana, from a place that I've been to quite some time. Annie, you were probably no, you weren't there when I ran this. Real. Never mind. Cons from Cottonwood from last
I'm
year.
running. I'm running cons from Uwari National Forest.
Oh, I
That's
gotta
even
get to
better.
mine.
I'm running cons from everything donuts to vehicles, houses, stocks, bonds. Just let me know what you need.
Oh, jeez.
No, empty.
Free return shipping too, if required.
Oh God.
Flash in your pan.
Gotta restart the tablet. It is not working.
Megadog. What do you got here? Do not bend. Oh, Hello Fresh coupons. Nice. I gotta start
I had
ordering those.
another black pan that I had too, a 17-inch catch pan that I used to pan into. I had
Yeah.
gold in there, and I put it out in the room, the laundry room on the floor, because I cleaned up in here, and it was a couple weeks, before I got back on, and I stepped on it.
Oh,
Just move it out of
Everything
the
If
went
way.
you
everywhere. And there was
I'll be
gold in
back.
the pan too.
If you
In this
want a
little,
pan that'll never break, I go to Tractor Supply. But if you go to some kind of like animal feed place, they have these rubberized feed
got one
bowls.
right here, right here.
Yeah,
Hmm.
No, I had it out there and I opened the door and I kind of stepped out of the way to get something through the door and stepped on the pan and flipped it right over. I had to clean it all up. And there was gold in this pan that was sitting on top of it.
I was expecting you to say that Mrs. Patriot came along and threw away your dirt or something.
Nah, she knows not to touch that.
I don't think
She
she
calls
would
it
anyway.
she calls it her gold.
Her gold.
Her gold.
You ought to build up a little collection again, and then go have it smelted into a ring for her and tell her this is all gold that I panned myself.
Hmm. There you go.
Do a special anniversary present for her or something.
No, you got to say it's all gold you found in the wild. So it's gold that was in your sluice box.
She just said yes, yes, yes. I hear her upstairs because she's watching.
Oh, jeez.
The walls
Um,
have ears.
she doesn't like to talk, but she watches.
Well, it's just like Charlie's wife on Saturday night. Sometimes some of this stuff gets said, and you can actually hear her cackle through the walls. But you can hear her on Charlie's computer. It's freaking hilarious.
Yeah, I was sitting in Charlie's live last night for about 20 minutes. I'm like, where the hell is he at?
I put the link in there like 4 times, and it kept getting buried by comments, and I couldn't pin it. Rob tried to do Charlie a favor and set up the live for him. And when I messaged Rob that it wasn't going on Charlie's anymore, he went on the StreamYard side and killed it. So we couldn't even post as Charlie to where the comment would stay up. He went on the StreamYard side and killed it, but we can't kill it on the YouTube side. Only Charlie can.
Right. Yeah, there was a bunch of us sitting in there waiting.
I linked it 3, 4, 5 times in there, and it just didn't stick, and I couldn't pin it, and I didn't want to call Charlie and tell him to pin it or nothing like that. And I think I could have gone into StreamYard and changed the title to go to Bill Paparousis or whatever. But by the time I tried to do that, Rob had already killed the stream on the StreamYard side. So I could do nothing. My admin powers were worthless.
Drew Shepard, Mystic Librarian. What's going on, buddy?
Mystic, hello. I got your prize shipped out this morning. It should be there Tuesday.
Where's my prize? I'm Zaxxon. Oh.
Chris Golding, what's going on, man? Thanks for stopping by. Otterman. So finally, after all the changes at the job site, the material's coming next Monday. So they're going to start laying out for all the piping and inlets on Tuesday. One more boring day, and then it's off to the races.
You know as well as we do, you still got 4 more revisions before you can get started.
And of course, it's going to be behind schedule. So, Kristen, Hobo Rob. But I'll be
Oh,
happy not to be bored.
board sucks.
Yeah, it does.
Moderately working's okay. Hustling's good. Uh, Working to death, you know, that kind of sucks. But that kind of sucks, you know. So I'd rather be hustling myself. Not too much, not too good.
Not a whole lot, but I lost 3 pounds walking around that sleep.
Wow.
It's all diet and exercise. When you started doing this, you were a lot slimmer. So I'd imagine you're
I was
probably going to
50
drop
pounds lighter.
you're probably going to drop 10 this summer as soon as you start sweating. Do you spend much time in the AC?
Probably won't be this year, but most times, yeah.
Yeah, I'm the lightest I've probably been in 10 years. I fully expect to drop another 10 this summer.
I was uh I was 250 all the time, and even when I was working out and lifting weights, I was 250. And when I got sick with the heart attack thing, I had one in 2019 and didn't even know it. So after I had this heart attack, I got sick, and like I'd be fine and talking to you, and then I would be nauseous and throwing up, and then 2 minutes later I was fine again, like nothing ever happened. And I lost around 70 pounds. I was down to my lowest was like 180, and that was right before I started doing this. And I just slowly gained the weight back since then.
Yeah, I mean
Now I'm
one of your first video, you were wearing your full office strip in a creek next to the city looking for some gold.
lunchtime prospecting. I just came across that video the other day. It's like, man, look how thin I was. I had the
Yeah,
work shirt, the blue work shirt on. Yeah,
I'm cruising about 195 right now, and the heat hasn't come out yet. I generally, or at least for the past 15 years, I've always dropped 10 pounds going into summer. So if I'm starting summer at 195, I might end summer at skeleton status in the 180s.
down to the littles.
Whoa, that's a nice little piece of gold there. Wow. Oh no, never mind.
Hi, man. I'm a supervisor, commercial construction, superintendent. Super. I mean super.
Otterman's asking, did Desert Drifter pass away? I'm not sure I know of a Desert Drifter. Was he Gold Community or what community? The name sounds familiar, but all that desert type stuff does to me. Yeah, 210, 180. My swing's always been 200 to 215.
Yeah,
I started my own business and I've been idling at about 195 since September,
if
but
I get back
generally,
down to 220, I'd be happy.
yeah. Oh, Desert Drifter, are you talking about the younger guy that got in the car accident, Utterman? Yeah, Hobo Rock. That's the one I was thinking of. He was a younger guy, got in a car accident on his way home. He died like 11 days after the accident.
Wow.
Well, that stinks.
He was a bigger channel. I don't know if I've watched it. I'm sure I caught a video, but he was a little more like philanthropic. Seemed like a nice enough guy. He got in some head-on collision coming back from one of his adventures, and his wife posted a thing or two on his channel. But like 11 days after the collision, he died. Unfortunate.
Hmm.
If it was a drunk, that's really unfortunate too. I didn't look into or anything on the persuasions of the accident.
So I weighed up The Brian Thomas pay dirt that I got. I bought a 3 gram bag and got a free gram, and both bags were a quarter gram short.
Hmm.
I could chalk up losing a quarter gram out of one bag as my mistake, but when both bags are exactly a quarter short, that's a little
You got to email them, definitely.
I'd
Well,
call them.
I'm going to check the cons with Flower Go Wizard Sluice. That's what I was doing while I was lurking in yours. I was separating the bigs so I
Yeah.
could run it in case there's flour in there. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I don't usually lose that much gold in a bag, like
Not a
point
quarter.
point one or point two maybe, and find it in the next run. Yeah, but a quarter gram in each bag, I don't think so.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. You look at a business like that, and I'm not saying this is what he did, but you look at a business like that. Okay, we sell 100,000 bags. If we short every bag by a quarter gram, and 5% of people notice, we're far in the plus by the time we ship them out a new bag of gold and give them something for customer appreciation. Because not everybody's weighing their gold after they pan it.
Right.
Definitely a little bit of gold in that. There's about 50 specks in there.
That's nice.
I mean, it's small. It's flour gold, but still 50 specks.
Right. Every speck adds up.
That's right. It was actually, I mean, they were small, but it was actually pretty satisfying finding 50 to 100 specks in 2 buckets. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I usually never find that much unless it's a pay dirt bag.
Right. I'll tell you one thing, that feeling though, that first pan when I found gold, I was super happy.
I
And
found
now
one
I
piece, John. One tiny piece.
and that's
I was
one
like
tiny little freaking speck.
hooked. I
Yes.
was like, I'm hooked. Then Lester took me down North Carolina, same place I got this stuff actually, Uwharrie National Forest. And
Hmm.
I stuck my shovel in the thing, did one pan, and I had 50 specks.
Jeez. I'd be trying to go back every other weekend.
If it wasn't 10 hours away, I would have been.
Right. That's my thing. Right now, to get good gold is about 3.5, 4 hours away from me, Indiana, or 6 hours up in Wisconsin.
See, I see a couple specks in this stuff down the bottom too, but that's what that flower gold wizard sluice is for.
Yeah.
And what's he
Shit, you
saying?
were there.
30?
I was
What's he
probably
saying? 30
5 feet
mesh?
away from you. No, I'm using 30 mesh right now.
Is that what flower girl wizard suggests?
Supposed to be 50,
50.
but I'm doing 30. I'm trying to figure out where that gold is from Indiana. So if it's I want to try 40 mesh and then go to 50 mesh to see where that gold is, the size of that gold. Because if I could
Right.
pan less material or go through less material to get the same amount of gold, why not?
Hey
Less
Tim, what's up,
material I have
brother?
to go through.
D3 done digging? Done dude digging?
What up, D3? No, when Flower Gold Wizard, his last video, he started doing 30 mesh, and he was doing it. He told me I could do 30, so that's why I'm doing 30. Now, if there's no gold in 30 mesh or 40 mesh, don't worry about doing it 30 to 40 mesh or anything smaller than 30 mesh.
Right.
That's what I got to figure out, where the gold actually is smaller than, and just run that material down the sluice.
27 awesome people in here.
I was going to try to go up to 40 and see if I would still get the gold, but I don't know how small this gold is.
Tim saying, what's up, John?
Who?
D3.
Oh, what up, D3?
Can you see Chatty ass?
Yeah, I got chat on my other phone.
Kristen said she found some nice agates. That's cool.
Nice. Some of those agates are really nice. I probably threw some back from when I was in up at Lake Superior. Some nice looking ones, but probably didn't
Tim said
realize
he
they were agates and threw them back.
right. Tim said he does 60 to 110 on the mesh size. Iowa
That's
sucks,
the
he said.
guy.
Chris Golden gets some good gold. He's got a favorite spot there in Colorado.
Yeah. Gold is gold, exactly.
Kristen said she's always got gold buckets and rock buckets.
There you go.
The gold bucket, not too bad. But the rock bucket, if you got to pack in, man, you got to pack them rocks out.
Yeah. If I find a cool looking rock that I've like never seen before or something cool that I think looks cool, I'll bring it home.
Right? Benzo gave us some petrified wood. And the next day we went out and I found a real nice piece. Matter of fact, I handed it off to Brendan. Remember that piece of
Oh,
petrified wood I handed you, brother? That was cool.
that's awesome.
Yeah, she said, yeah, and it depends where she goes.
Yep. One of these days I gotta make it up back to the beach over here at Lake Michigan and go get some more Uper lights.
You got to make it down to Thermal City with us on July
Yes.
4th.
Yes, I do.
JP will be down there. Who knows?
I
Might
was
show
just
up.
telling Wrench about that. That I gotta get down there one of these times with you guys.
Hey, we had a good time down there with Benzo, JP,
It's always a
Quavo's
good time down here.
prospecting. Little Time Mining was down there.
Hmm.
Um,
It's always a good time down there with him.
we was hoping Chef V was down there, but he was away working that weekend.
Gotcha. Holy cow. A lot of gold in this one.
Went down there with Lester one time. Met
Hmm.
him down there a couple other times. Scott Sharp.
You said it's 10 hours for you?
Yep. 14 for you probably.
It's a little bit more, yeah.
Charlie came down from Wisconsin, and it was a 14-hour trip.
All right, so it's 14 hours for him. It's about 12 for me then. I was just
We
gonna
just
Google it.
just get your Prius, dude. You'll be good.
Oh yeah, put that shit in pilot or automatic drive. I'd be there in no
Yeah.
time.
Is it true you're getting a Tesla truck, dude? That's what I heard.
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I didn't get a Tesla truck.
Yeah, PA, what are you talking about? He didn't get a Tesla truck. He got two.
I got three, one for every day of the week.
You guys ever see that skit with the boxer when he was talking about the Me Too movement?
Not sure. You'd have to refresh my memory.
I forget what boxer it was, but the Me Too movement was going real big, and they had him on some show or whatever, and they were talking about it, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm a big supporter of that movement." Somebody tells me I got a jet, and I'm like, "Me too."
Mm.
And they had three or four different things, and I wasn't sure if it was satire or not, but it was hilarious.
There's another 100 pieces or so.
Holy
Small,
cow!
small, but at least 100.
Right. I ain't got that many in here.
Yeah, it was a good day, dude. Like I said, I was happy seeing that much gold.
Is that is that from there? Is that from a river there?
This is from Uwari National Forest.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. I'm thinking of Thermal City. Never mind.
Nah, I don't do that good at Thermal City, but
Hmm.
Well,
it's a
JP,
good campsite. Great people.
JP.
The owner, Tom, is awesome. What's up,
J.
JP?
Hey, JP. I I bought the Yeti cooler, the Tundra 65. I wasn't going to because of what you said, but I did
I
anyway.
got an igloo. I got an igloo. It holds the ice 2, 3 days.
Well, I googled what is the best cooler that keeps ice, and Yeti came up, and then RTIC came up, and between Yeti and RTIC, the Yetis had better reviews. Really, JP?
Half gram the other day. That's awesome.
Hmm. Yeah, that's pretty damn. Half a gram in a day. Damn. Hmm.
That dredging now, right, JP? Might be getting me one.
Telling you, man, you're gonna like the 4-inch better. Oh,
I don't know if the wife's going to
guys would
go for
go
that
all
much.
out. Huh?
I don't know if the wife's going to go for that much, though.
Yeah, I know. See if you can find a used one. I'll tell you, when I saw bear prospecting and the two guys that I was watching at Cottonwood that one time I was there, the amount of material that they moved, I mean, they completely almost demolished a whole sandbar. I
JP
couldn't
said,
believe it.
sorry, go ahead.
So,
With the 4-inch dredge?
yes, you can move a shit ton of material. Yes. And that was a pretty big sandbar. If you go back and watch one of my last videos from Cottonwood, you'll see the sandbar that they were demolished. It's
Taz,
huge.
good. What's up, Taz? JP, 4 hours of dredging got that gold half grand.
He's saying that dredge is moving in a yard an hour.
Wow.
4 inch is the way to go. At least a 4 inch.
Yeah, I know. I'm shopping myself for one.
You gonna get rid of your high banker then, PA?
Nah, I'm gonna hold on.
Gotcha. Because I was gonna say then you could sell that, get 1,000, at least 1,000 for it, if not more, and then that'll be the difference between a 3 inch and 4 inch. I'm sure you get a hell of a lot more though for the Raptor. And your Raptor is like brand new still.
Yep. It's a couple years old. June it'll be 2 years old.
Hmm.
Tim saying that he had to use needles to scratch out the stuff in the Flower Go Wizard sluice.
What is he using?
Needles to scratch out the grooves.
Hmm.
You got something new going on over there too,
No.
with some black film in it.
Yeah, that's the Reaper sluice. That's like
A dirt devil.
it's I'm Jackson just said it not that long ago.
Which one?
Uh the a Miller table. It's almost like a Miller table.
Probably shower
I
liner.
I have no idea. I haven't had a problem with mine. I've only used mine a couple of times, this sluice. In fact, this is I think my second or third time using it. Uh Getting the material out of the
Another 20-30 specs in there.
whatever you call that. I have no problem getting it out. You saw me. I
Beautiful.
just did a cleanup on it. I just used the little spray bottle, tilted off to the side and tilted up. That's all I was doing to clean it up, and it cleaned it up pretty good.
Did you have the speed controller hooked up to that?
Yes, I'm using 1,100 gallon per hour pump, and that's how I'm using it. When he uses it, he uses a 500 gallon per hour pump. I have a 500 gallon per hour pump, but the only thing is the hose on it is too small. I think it's a 1 inch hose or 3/4 inch hose. The hose for the 1,100 gallon per hour pump hooks right up to the smooth water mini. So that's why I'm using 1,100 gallon per hour pump. In fact,
What about Rob? Did you get out this
the
weekend, brother?
I have the 500 gallon pump right here,
I think I got one somewhere too.
but the thing for the hose is too small. Mary's in house.
What
Crash,
size
what's
hose?
going on?
What size hose you put on that Flower Gold Wizard thing?
What size what?
Hose.
It's inch and 1/8 bilge pump hose. It
Okay.
hooks right up to the bottom of the sluice, the header. Yeah, it's 1 1/8, the same size as the 1,100-gallon pump. Bilge pump. I'm gonna run this material a second time, just to be sure. I really don't have to though, but I am.
All right, Shadow, be good, man. The humble stacker's in the house. Shadow's gonna go look all spiffy. He must have a dinner date.
I had a shadow.
Later, Shadow.
Take care, Lord Chow.
And so these are the cans. I gotta put this off to the side so I don't lose them or spill them. It's nice having a little tub and start catching all the material.
Man, I missed that. Chef V came in the house, but it's spelled different. Wonder if that's the real Chef V.
No, that's Chevy.
Is it?
Yep.
What's up, Chef V?
Chef!
Dirt Devil.
Up there, devil.
We were just talking about you, Chef V. Saying we had hoped to see you down at UI when we went down to visit Benzo and JP, but you were working. You were away working.
That's not what you were saying, PA.
What was I saying, Zach?
You were talking about Grease Monkey Steaks, how much you were looking forward to them.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. I tell you one thing. Grease Monkey makes a killer steak. The steaks
I
that I
missed out.
bought back in September or August for their birthdays, Scott Sharp and Monkey's birthday, when we were down prospecting, Monkey cooked the steaks and they were freaking good.
Him,
So
him, him and Chef V have been rivaling
I
a
know.
bit about the steaks.
I know. Yeah, who's going to have the best tomahawk? But I'll tell you one thing. Last year at Cottonwood, when I had, for my very first time, steak on a stick from Chef, that was good. Really freaking good. So it's going to be a tough competition to see who wins. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
So
I've never been a fan of tomahawks. The fact that
I
it has an extra bone for a handle just doesn't do it for me. I'd rather have good meat.
I gotta try to find something before I go over to Rose Monkey Fest. I gotta bring some steak and stuff. Bring some more fillets and ribeyes.
But don't you have Amish by you, John?
No, hell no. Not that I
Well,
know of.
PA's going to have to bring the Amish steaks then.
I'm not going to the Monkey Fest.
Right. Yeah, he's not. He's only going to the bear prospecting event.
I couldn't get the time.
Right. That's the weekend after.
Monkey Fest.
Yep.
I was hoping they got it together before. I already made plans to go to the Bears thing, but didn't work out that way.
I mean, it still works out that they're within a weekend apart of each other.
Yeah, but old No Job PA would have been at both of those things, probably never even left.
Yeah,
I would stay, yeah.
that's what I'm doing.
Oh, no job.
You did more gold prospecting last year than most of us do in their lives.
You're
Yeah,
talking
that's
about
why I'm not
PA.
not too upset this year, that I can't make things.
Oh, I have plenty of vacation. I'm gonna try to go to quite a few of them this year.
I think we went to Vermont 3 times, Freedom Fest. Um, June, I was stuck down
Yeah,
in
we
North
did.
Carolina for 2 weeks.
I'd be afraid if I was North Carolina for 2 weeks. Man,
Yeah, some more specs in there.
Johnny go down to North Carolina for 2 weeks, all baby faced and clean. When he left, he'd come back with a 2-inch beard. What happened to you, John? I don't know. Got
yeah.
beard.
You don't want to talk about it.
Needs a bush.
Yeah, they like you down there, John.
What's that?
I said they like you down there.
Oh, I know they would love me down there. That's shit. I do digging the biggest hole there.
Little time mining says mole people gonna get you.
PA was the first one that experienced me finding gold for my first time.
Yeah, we know. We saw the video. PA's over there. PA's over there working on his dredge hose, barking orders. You just keep digging. You damn rock out of hose.
Dig, 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 dig.
After about the 31st dig, I was like, "Rah, rah, rah,
Makes me
rah."
hungry.
Or the 31st clog, I was like, "Rah, rah, rah, rah."
Hey, the
Yeah,
shovel that I have now, PA. Oh, I could dig a pretty hole pretty freaking quick now with the shovel that I got now.
We'll find mine and say, PA can dig to China. Give him a bag of jerky.
he wasn't into the hobby like that, but I had a friend who owned a septic pumping business out here. I'd I'd put him to the whole challenge against any prospector you could imagine. Dude's out there
This
digging
is what you gotta get.
4 foot holes
Gotta
2 8 times a day. That's some digging.
gotta get the Fiskars Pro.
Comic drop. Limited edition. Metal
That's
Pro.
what this is. Look at that freaking head. That's huge.
Yeah, I walked up to little John Mine and I said, look at that speck of gold right there. He's like, where?
Yeah.
I said, right there.
KJ Pater.
I should buy
Yeah,
another
John
one.
R is relentless. See the size of them holes that boy was dredging and digging too. He's digging
Oh yeah.
Looks
graves
like I
over
might be
there at
making a trip
Cottonwood.
to Maine.
I'm hearing
What's
that
that?
my hole might be filled in now.
What's that?
My hole's
Who's
probably
making it?
filled in by now.
Who's making the trip to Maine?
Me. I found something of interest for sale up there.
Uh-oh. 4
Don't
inch?
want to give it away. Huh?
Is it a 4 inch?
Maybe.
Yep. It's got to be a 4 inch then.
Right, Sheffy? Sheffy go out to the creek, find gold every time he goes.
It's always a good thing.
Took me a couple years to learn how to find the gold and then dig instead of digging and then finding nothing.
Always got to bring a pan with you. Let's see here. I have a ton of material to pan out now. I got 2 tubs of over here. Where's the? There it is. Need a bucket to put my water in. Just want to double check it to make sure there's no more gold in this stuff. Shouldn't be.
Full-time mindset. I'm digging everywhere.
I
Thermal never disappoints.
gotta fill this up with water. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Just
Still,
going mute.
speaking of Thermal City, I still got a bag, 5 gallon bag of condoms to go through. 5 gallon bag of
I got that.
dirt that I brought home.
I got that bag Vester gave me. I won from him.
Where is Vester? I ain't seen him.
I know.
Hope he's all right. He's a good dude. Hey man, it's on River.
Just put this stuff. Be right back. Hey, what's up, Anton? And
And
Tara.
Tom, what's going
I
on,
said,
brother?
you going to Buffalo Creek, Anton?
Yeah, we'll be up there. I did that a couple times, Chevy, especially up Vermont. Wrench dug a 4 foot hole. I jumped in there like it was a pool, man. It was so hot.
Yep, I remember that. The PA hole.
PA's hole.
Uno cards. I wonder if they're all in there. Probably not.
Should be enough water. Alrighty. Yay. There we go. See how fast I could fill up the sluice with heavies.
Another 50 or 100 pieces. Yeah, maybe
Gold's
50.
that good down there?
Hey, it was that day.
No. Hmm.
Again, it's really small flower stuff, dude.
Yeah, probably the same stuff from Indiana, right?
JP and Benzo and John were finding bigger stuff where they were.
Hmm.
But I kept getting 50 specks of a bucket or two consistently, so I just stayed where I was.
Right.
I was happy with it.
Hell yeah. I'd be happy with that too. We'll run this thing a little bit faster. No gold yet for the second time around.
So I was able to stop being a wimp, and I I finally drilled the holes in my knife blanks, and I'm going to finish them up in the next week or so. Do a
There you
little
go.
video of it, and had them locked in the vise so the thing didn't spin. But I still burn out a cobalt bit and in 5/4 inch holes, which I don't understand. That bit was like $20,
Hmm.
and I mean I really had to push to get it through the last hole, But I finally did it. So now I can do the two knives, man, and get them done. Put some handles on. It's gonna be cool.
Nice.
Won't have to worry about making a helicopter blade with a sharp knife.
Hmm.
Try to cut my damn thumb off.
Definitely don't want to call you Nine Finger. Mm.
I don't even know you didn't mean it like that, but that came off bad, John.
No, I didn't mean it like that. No. Meaning not to lose your finger. We don't want to lose your finger. No.
That's why I didn't touch him for 6 months.
Gotcha. Yeah, it was probably a good thing then that you waited. So you don't lose your damn finger. Going home at the end of the day with five fingers on a hand is a good thing. Shit, speaking of fingers, I dropped a roll of paper on my hand uh, about a week and a half ago.
Ooh,
Holy
man.
shit, did that fucking hurt.
How big's
How
the
big the
paper
roll
you
for
run?
you was?
The roll of paper weighed 116 pounds.
Wow. When I worked
Yep.
at a printing press, we used to put 2,000-pound rolls in the
Oh
press.
yeah. It was a
Yeah.
two. It was a whatever size roll. It was probably 2,500 pounds. But I had to take the rest of the roll off because there was no more printing on it,
Right.
and I had to take the roll off. And yeah, it
So
got
it
me.
was the leftover.
Yep, it was all blank paper.
Yeah,
So
boy.
yeah, I had to take it off.
I seen a guy get his sleeve ripped off in the rollers.
Oh, God.
He's lucky he didn't get sucked the hell in there, dude.
Yep, very lucky.
That was one of my first jobs, man, when I was a kid working at a printing place. I was a
Hmm.
fly boy. We used to make flyers, the flyers you get in the mail,
Yep.
and they would come off the press, and you had to make them straight and stack them.
Yep.
And I was a fly boy, and yeah, man, I couldn't keep them straight all the time. Pretty much got fired quick.
Yeah. Yeah, my middle finger right there. That's where I dropped the roll. It moves. It's still swollen the very tip, but it it's sensitive still. I could bend it though. It
Super,
hurts.
super. Yeah, I'm glad he didn't get smashed, dude.
It did. The roll of paper between
No,
concrete
I'm
floor
no,
and the roll of
I
paper.
mean, I mean with a big roll.
Oh, yeah.
Some more
Yeah, very
flour in
big.
there.
Thank God it was only 116 pounds.
Now, see, this gold is so small. I know that there's gold in here. So this will be the perfect stuff to run through the flour gold wizard sluice.
Yep.
Run it.
I gotta get a hose.
You know what's there? That's a little sample. Just set the catch pan up underneath and see what it catches.
I gotta get a hose. But I am gonna run. I am gonna pan out the other stuff. Ugh. The other
Hello,
stuff
Steven.
that
Oh, Josh.
yo Josh. Steven Stark. What's going on, brother?
Should have just panned this material. Then I could really see if I caught all the
This is the
gold.
bigger stuff. This is the littler stuff.
Josh spent his day out fly fishing.
Nice. Catch anything?
Little Time Mining saying his high banker will run all day with a 1,500 gallon per hour pump on one battery, but the 4,700 gallon per hour pump filled two batteries within an hour.
Hmm.
How'd you do there, Brennan? Did you get some good gold?
I was gonna say I don't even think my high banker will run with a 4,700 gallon pump per hour.
I have a 3,700 gallon pump and a 50 amp lithium battery
Mm-hmm.
that I've ran for days in the shop. Like 3 hours one night, 3 hours another night, 3 hours another without charging it. And it just kept running and running and running. So I'm wondering how it'll do it on the creek. I mean, if I can get 4 or 5 hours out of it, I'd be happy. Then I
Yeah.
can bring out that 6 inch high banker I got. Sneak it into some of them places up in Vermont. You know what I mean?
True.
I'm gonna have to try it. Set it up, try it out here at the house. Now that it's nice out.
Yep. Hopefully, my neighbors will allow me to get in the backyard again this year and with one of my damn sluices before they start having a fucking party and then I can't do anything because they're blasting their damn music. Because that's what they intend to do every time I want to get out there and do something.
Adrian, what's up, my friend? Adrian's over from England.
What's going on, Frank?
Pretty late over there.
Yeah, it
One
is.
thirty in the morning.
I think that's gold, but that's bigger gold.
Hummelstocker said, "Get off my lawn."
Yeah.
What's a
Get
lawn?
off. It's grass. It looks green. It's green colored. You have to water if it's too dry, mostly.
You talking about that stuff in cartoons?
Somewhat.
Nah, now you're just messing with me. That stuff's not real.
Yeah, it's not. I'll send you a picture.
It's that stuff before it becomes tumbleweeds. It's actually alive and green, Zach.
Yep. And if you let it grow too long, it becomes when you cut it, when you dry it out, it becomes hay.
And they feed that to cows
Yes,
and horses.
and other farm animals. They usually roll it up in a big old ball or a hay bale.
Especially in NC, little time. How you get shot trespassing.
Yeah.
Don't be gold mining on my creek.
Speaking of that, I still got my sluice out in the back.
Oh, jeez.
It's still collecting.
Have you even checked on its progress or just walked away?
Just walked away.
Is there gold in it?
You don't
Who
know.
knows?
Hmm.
Find out one of these days when I go back there. I still got all the cons from when me and Kyle were dredging back there to go through. That's in a bucket
Hmm.
on the back deck. Oh,
Interesting.
That nugget?
No. No,
That's
no, no, no.
that's got to be mine.
My dog's upstairs. If he was down here, he'd be barking if he heard that.
There's nothing even out there. That dog's just making noise and making noise right now. It's not even a full bark.
Hmm. Mine would.
Probably.
This morning when I took him out, he was trying to chase a fucking bird. A bird flying. Like, Nugget, really? Damn bird's flying. Why are you even gonna try to chase it?
Mine gathers entertainment now from screwing with the cat.
Nah.
Whenever the cat's doing something, or even just sitting there, not even messing with anybody, it'll go over there and fold its ears back and poke it with its nose, or stab it with its foot, or try and entice the cat into a fight.
Trying to show dominance.
No, I mean she's a Doberman. Well, obviously she can kill a cat, but she's not allowed. She's not allowed to. So, for lack of a better word, she's just going over there and screwing with it. You know, it's like a ball that plays on its own.
No.
Some heavy black thing. Three little pieces there.
My dog allows the cat to exist, and then they both like to go screw with each other when the other one's not paying attention or something.
Oh,
One of them just randomly fucks with the other one.
oh God.
They don't play together. They're just messing with each other.
That piece of pyrite in there, man. Tell me that one for you.
Little time, I'd say your problem's probably more your batteries. Later, chef.
Later, chef.
All right, Chef. Thanks for stopping by, brother. 26 awesome people still here. Appreciate it.
Very nice.
I'm gonna put this material in a different tub.
I don't know where my cat is. I'm sure it's outside somewhere.
You let your cat go outside?
Yeah, why not? Everyone else does.
Hmm. I didn't let my cat go outside. He probably never come back.
They come back.
Brendan, do you have a lithium battery? I had a lawnmower battery at first that lasted about an hour, and then I moved to um, a motorcycle battery, and that only lasted about 2 hours, 2.5 hours. The lithium battery by far lasts the most.
I got a 30 amp lithium battery right back there. Amazon special.
Like I said, I got that 50 amp one, man, and that I don't have to charge that for weeks and weeks and weeks, running at 3 hours for 2, 3, 4 weeks at a time.
Hmm.
Oh, Tom.
Never dropped it below 50% according to the charger.
Wow. I charged this up one time so far. That's it.
Tom Kingery, what's up, brother? Oh shit, I gotta make up Dylan's bag too. Forgot about that.
Oh, you made Dylan a bag?
Yeah, what one for the shelf.
I'm starting to hear bad stuff about Milwaukee from people who actually use them every day.
Yeah,
At least when they're oriented to the kind of abuse I do to them, they're not holding up. They're good, but they burn up.
I haven't burned anything out yet. I have a set drill, impact gun, two sawzalls, and I use it frequently at work. And I haven't.
Imagine your sawzall gets used the most, right?
Yeah, David D, what's up?
Dad, I just realized.
I like that little sawzall. It's not all over the place. You know what I mean? It's pretty accurate for cutting like straight lines and finished stuff. I like it.
Yeah, I've just been hearing that the impacts will burn up. Doing what I'm doing. Probably still gonna have to switch to them, but
Oh, for the
for auto repair.
yeah.
David Durand, hello.
Either or, Christian. I'm gonna have to dump this. I'm gonna have to dump it.
Little time, you could pick up a 50 amp hour lithium battery all over the place for 50 to $100. You would just charge on 12 volts at home or hooked to your car or whatever.
Yeah, I think my 30 amp was 89 off Amazon.
Yeah, I've seen the 50s for 99.
Maybe even 79, maybe something like that.
You can charge it with jumper cables. If you really wanted to get spicy with it, just put in a dual battery isolator. But jumper cables work just fine.
There's the clean out from the North Carolina goal.
Not bad.
No, not at all.
Turn the pan 180.
The light's hitting it so you can't see it.
So
Bleaching it.
small.
No matter where he turns that thing, that light from that above headlight's just blocking it out.
Yep. That looks nice.
Nice little smile.
Not gonna eat.
So this is I guess this dredge was originally a 6-inch dredge, and they made it down for a 4-inch with pump. So made some phone calls, got somebody to go possibly look at it for me. Yeah,
What are you trying to buy, Wrench?
dredge.
What do they want for that?
I'd rather not say. It's a deal like I got on my piglet though. A good deal. Really good deal.
Really need to stay off
So
Facebook Marketplace with my Wrench.
what's that?
I said you really need to stay off Facebook Marketplace.
Craigslist, everything, all those. eBay. Hey, MVP, humble stacker.
Yo, Joe, what's going on, brother? Thanks for coming in,
So
man.
yeah, from what I'm seeing, if anything, I might just need to buy a pump for it.
Joe is from Ohio, MVP. Gets out there in the dredge and kills it.
I gotta find this stuff here. Marie's got this whole system where everything is, all written down. I want that ship out tonight. Oh, she's not feeling well. She's got an autoimmune disease, and it just basically acts like when it kicks in, it just kicks in like she's got arthritis throughout her whole body, and it basically just almost shuts her down. So she got a system for this. She wants to get everybody's stuff out.
Oh yeah, this black sand's going to Dillon. Yes, sir. Floaters.
So I'm gonna pan out this material first. That was the second time I ran it down.
What the hell? Why is it?
That's some of the stuff I lost. Enough for that.
Somebody put my
But you,
ciders in the vegetable drawer.
Yeah, good spot for it.
yeah, this is the XP. Not for Bob.
We were just talking about that a little while ago.
Yeah, I didn't even realize I was using it the whole time.
Where's my notebook?
Yeah, I am ready to go now. I can't wait, man. I was really worried for the last few
That's
months.
there.
But now that I'm good, man, got a good bill of health, I'm ready to go. Let's go, baby.
Yeah. If anybody's got koozies out there, I'm looking. Come on, get back. Get out of here. Wow, stupid
Yeah, I
thing.
talked to Park Rat, and he said that he's not doing stickers no more.
He's
Hmm.
not making them for new customers right now, and he's taking a little bit of break for existing. There we go. Get this box out of my way. Good enough. I got a nice path.
Wesley, what's going on, buddy? Wesley, half full in the house. Hey, dog, I didn't even see you. Link is pinned at the top if anybody wants to come up. Yeah, I might go live a little later in the week. Um, Grinding some knife blades, man. It's gonna be pretty cool. I was watching a little hockey today. Flyers suck, man. They're so bad. They traded away all their goal scorers who only got 20 goals a year at that. And then now they have nothing. And both their goalies suck. Betatov and Erson. They both suck bad. And they can't hold a lead. And you can't win games if you can't hold leads. You know what I mean? Bad, man. 52 years rebuilding this team has been. Kind of sad if you ask me.
Never got into organized sports.
I really like hockey. I used to be a big football nut.
You were a pretty
Not
big
too big.
football nut this last year too, PA.
I was watching the team. They were good. What am I going to do? I actually got a Super Bowl jersey today. Oh,
Did you?
Frank, where is it? Where's that Super Bowl jersey? Let's check it out. I'll do it when I'm done paying. But it's pretty cool. One of the kids, one of the new kids.
Kristen says she played high school basketball.
I played everything. I played hockey, football, baseball. Even played a little lacrosse. Not much though. A couple months. I really didn't like it.
I mostly played hooky in high school.
I missed 110 days of one school year. They were going to lock up my mom. I heard
I got
somebody knock on the door. I went to the door, right? Like 14 years old, 15 years old. And it was the constables. And they said, are you Dan Fink? I said, yep. He says, is your mother here? I'm like, yeah, why? You know what I mean? And she's like, could you get her, please? So I went and got her, and they locked her up. It's like, oh, shit. I got such a ass whooping, man. Yeah, judge said, you made it to school 68 days out of the whole year.
Holy cow.
I got it was so bad my 10th year I forgot my schedule. I didn't even know what classes I was supposed to be in.
Yeah. Doubt you guys could see anything, but let's see. It lost one little bit bigger piece, one medium sized piece, and probably about 10 micro fine pieces of gold. But that was probably operator error because I should have probably cleaned it out or I'm not running it right.
Are you showing it, John? I just made you big.
I doubt you'll be able to see it, but you could see
Oh,
the two bigger pieces right there.
Yeah.
But all the other small golds over here, you can't even see them. You could see a couple of them, but not a whole lot right there.
That was your tailings or your cleanup?
The tailings. I went through the bucket or the cons twice. That was both. Was that both material? That might have been both cons that I went through. No, sorry, just the one. Yeah, just the one. I'm still happy with the results, though. I only lost tiny specks besides one decent size. Well, not decent size, but for Indiana gold, it's not bad.
Not bad at all for a sluice that's less than 10 feet long.
Meh. Yeah. Now I'm gonna pan out the actual cons that had gold in it because the other stuff did not have gold in it because I already went through it. Sorry, it had one piece of gold in it. I'm probably running it too fast. I should probably be using the 500 gallon per hour pump. So it probably wasn't even level. Didn't even check it. So I'm calling it operator error.
Yeah, you're always going to lose some, but if that's all you lost out of your tailings, that probably wouldn't have even tipped a scale. So
No. Hell no.
you know, the time and effort. Hey, let's spend 10 more hours to get 4 more specs. Why don't we spend 3 more hours to run 10 more pounds of material, and we'll just give those specs back to Mother Earth.
Right, exactly. That's why when I was trying to leave, I'm like, all right, one more. All right, one more. Those are those couple of scoops that I put in there, or shovelfuls. I'm very happy with that sluice so far.
You should be. It's good enough for me.
Yep.
Not that I have that one, but I mean the results are good enough for me. I wouldn't complain about that at all. I mean,
Um,
I've sneezed weighing up my gold and lost 10 times that amount.
yeah, right.
I think just about every one of us has done a turnaround with a little pan full of gold and wound up cleaning it up.
Oh yeah.
Who was it? Joey Brown or somebody did a test. They were drying gold on their stove, same way I do. And you know the little popping and bubbling when the water's starting to dry up from your little triangle pan or whatever. He cleaned his stove and found more gold than that popped out with the water boiling.
Wow.
Somebody did. I thought it was Joey Brown. You're always going to lose some.
Right.
First time I tried to dry up gold, it popped all over the place. I was like, Jesus Christ.
I switched for drying it. I switched to a several ounce stainless steel condiment cup. It's about 2.5, 3 inches long. So I had some actual sides to dry the gold on, and I have a dedicated one of those that I use for drying out gold. And I stopped losing nearly as much. Then I usually throw my little triangle pan right on top of that. So if anything does fly up, the vast majority of it hits the triangle pan. But I don't care. You're not losing ounces. You're not losing 10 grams
Right.
or 10 tenths of grams. You're losing. I got better
Losing
things to worry
stuff that
about.
won't even weigh up.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, we're not like Wrench with 4 ounces in his carpet. What are you holding up, Wrench?
Vacuum sealed.
What are you
Vacuum
doing?
sealing the
Making
bags.
bags? Making bags over there?
No, I already got them made up. I just got to get them shipped out. And Marie's got her whole thing over here, so it's like I don't want to mess with it, and she ain't feeling good, so I'll get to it tomorrow. But yeah, I got bags to go out, and then I got some
Well,
winners.
that's very cool
Mary
that she's
was
helping you
lucky.
out.
Oh yeah, but I set up like I put the printer over there. I got the vacuum thing of food, the food saver vacuum over there, and then I got the sealer to seal bags with. So all the stuff was up there on the shelves ready to go, and scales and all that.
Yeah, we just got a vacuum sealer for our food. I go to the
Works
Amish and
pretty
buy
nice.
meat. So I go to Amish
Yeah.
and buy 20-pound things of meat and cut them up myself. Save so much money. It's been over, I think, 3 months now since we went and got meat.
Hmm.
Nice.
And it lasts for us because Miss Patriot don't eat a whole lot of meat. She likes little chicken here or there, and she don't really like steak. So
See what you guys did? You guys said Mary 3 times and she appeared.
see, damn
Well,
it,
she won 2 bags from me Friday night.
Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
Yeah, but Wrench said it once, you said it once, and then Wrench said it again. Poof. Here's Mary.
Sending for a drink.
Is Taz off tonight, Mary?
He was in here a little bit earlier. Or he was in
Yeah.
John's.
You have to buy a new bottle.
Yeah, there was definitely a fair amount of gold, boys. And that gold I kicked over.
That's garbage. I even bought some gold. Straight up gold. Yeah, that's where all my pickers went.
Oh, Prairie.
Thanks, full time. Well, Mary, when I'm cleaning up the gold, I got to look at it. You know what I mean? Prairie prospecting, what's going on? Mary's so full of shit, man.
Don't even worry about it, PA. She still thinks Missouri dirt's hard.
I better watch. She's gonna put a spell
Really?
on me.
Hmm.
I'm surprised she didn't say, and he falls down a lot too.
That's right. She keeps going to the vents like she is. She'll get too comfortable one night and we'll get some good dirt on her.
Nah, we love Mary. We don't want no dirt on her. Just when she's driving around, man, make sure you climb your ass up in the tree.
You actually saw her driving?
Yeah, dude, I was scared. I jumped on top of the camper.
Next time you see her driving, take a dollar store broom, put a 90-degree bend in it, and shove it in the bumper. Make it look like she's on the broom.
Mm.
That's a great idea, dude. One of them dollar store metal brooms. What's going on, Wesley? How you doing, buddy? How them sluices coming along?
There's Wesley. What's going on?
Mary's got a freaking checklist.
You mean a hit list?
No, she's got a checklist. She says PA is allocated one man down and one old man one time per chat. She's got a list in front of her. She's like, okay, got that one done. Were you over at Shane's PA? I talked Shane over in history, who's been longtime friends with Married, into timing her out for me.
Mm.
That's great.
He tried to do it for a minute or 10 seconds or something like that, but he accidentally timed her out for 5 minutes. I thought it was great. She got me in JP's or Benzo's the other night. I forget whose, but I was eating, so I wasn't paying attention. I didn't even notice I got timed out.
If anybody wants to time her out, let me know. I'll turn off her mod status, and you guys can time her out if you want it. I mean, it's up to you. Just let me know in the chat.
That's no fun. You got to
Who won
catch
in
her.
the chat?
You got to
I
catch
thought
her.
it was a super mod. I could have done it.
Got to catch her slipping. You got to catch. You got to catch her. You got to catch her slipping. You know, at least that's the game we got going. Whenever you find yourself on somebody else's channel and you have a better mod status than her, you know, the other one gets timed out. It's just par for the course anymore. But I took it a step further by proxy getting the owner to time her out. That's conniving right there. Yes, I did that. He felt bad too. It was funny. He goes, oh man, I timed her out for 5 minutes.
Zach ass.
That's okay. I know how to undo a timeout.
Yeah, we figured that out.
Oh, you know too?
Yeah. I forget where I was that we had to do it because somebody accidentally banned somebody.
No, banning somebody's easy. You know, you just unhide
Not
them.
banning, just they were blocked for like 24 hours, or was it timed up for 24 hours?
86,000 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah, that can be undone.
Uh-huh.
You know she's sitting behind the screen saying, "You son of a bitches."
I had a fucking ball. I was laughing the whole time. I don't know if it was good for her too, but I enjoyed myself. Who was it? I timed out Brockton on his own damn channel. he showed up on his own stream in one of his altar channels or whatever.
Yeah.
And I
What's that
knew it,
channel name?
and I knew it was him. He's got 2 or 3 of them. I knew it was him, and I noticed it didn't have a wrench, so I went over there and I timed it out before he could wrench himself. Timed him out on his own damn channel.
Basil Hayden.
Oh, Kristen, you're going to start shipping your stickers international? You know about the global first class stamps, right?
They still $1.60.
I don't know.
I think they're cheaper than that.
They were $1.53, I thought, but they probably raised them. They always do. No, if you're going international, if you want to go to UK or
Australia.
Australia, anywhere with first class mail, go to your post office. You can get them from Amazon, but they're a little more expensive. But you go to your post office. These are global international first class stamps. So they're like $1.53 a piece. You can ship up to an ounce. I think there's some provision to add an extra ounce sticker on them or something, but you can ship up to an ounce, and they show up quick. I mean, even if you wanted to risk the gold, somebody wins a half gram of gold, just put it on a sticker and put it between a couple of pieces of paper and ship it like that. Always a risk, but anywhere there's first class mail, they work, and it's pretty good.
Where was that I was looking at? Circulating pump setup.
Well, she used to work at the post office. She knows. Ranch Mayor's asking you to hang on to her package till June.
That's fine.
Save the shipment, she said.
You got stuff already coming. You never know. You might win more. Hey, Maddie.
Hi, Bay.
Oh, Maddie.
Thank you for
What's
stopping
John
by
doing?
and
Fall asleep
smashing
yet?
that button for us. That's pretty
I,
cool.
I just did, Prairie. I'm currently out of quote-unquote stickers. I sent out aluminum business cards rather than doing a sticker to most people. And I ran out of them, and I just haven't had them remade yet. So once I get more, I'll trade stickers with people. But I also, it's not that I'm being rude and don't want your sticker. I don't display the stickers like they should be. This is the limit of my sticker display, as well as a few on my toolboxes, just because I don't have anywhere to display them like you guys do, and they're expensive. So I try to let you guys give them to people that can display them. Of course I lie, Mary. What did you expect?
The black sand that is in here is definitely going to Dylan.
I got one nice bigger speck in here.
Now that's cons you already ran. This is the second time.
I ran cons that I ran already that I only got like one or two little specks out of. This was a completely new tub of cons that I went through for the first and second time today. So completely new bucket. This was actually the start of my big hole at Cottonwood. The start, meaning the very top of the hole.
So would you say it was just the tip?
You mean the
Oh,
grave?
just the tip.
It was just the tip.
How the
I mean, again, it's all smaller, super fine gold, but there's one piece in here that's bigger than others, bigger than the biggest piece I thought I found.
For the most part, especially when you're going places that are known, you're not going for the big gold. You're going for the camping, relaxing, prospecting
Right.
experience, and the gold is just a bonus. If you were looking at it financially, like I do almost everything, you get far more gold spending that same amount of money and just getting a bag mailed to you. It's the experience. It's not the product.
Right. I like going out and getting the gold in my pan, seeing it. It's a totally different feeling than paydirts and stuff. When it's gold that you actually found or dug up out of the ground.
Natural gold.
Yep.
Taz is saying whenever we time her out, he gets hit for it. Sorry, Taz. You're just gonna have to take that one for the team.
Thanks for taking one for the team, brother.
Yeah.
Team Taz right there.
Yeah, you want to make merry. Deep fried spiders and scorpions for a side. With her clam chowder.
Oh, Rob, if you really wanted to set her off, ship Taz a live tarantula. Taz really
Yeah,
likes
right?
Taz really likes tarantulas, and
Man, we were,
it's a
yeah,
gift. You can't get rid of a gift.
right? We were, we put a trailer on the job site, right? And we had to run electric to it. We either had to run like 500 yards overhead, and put poles in, or come out of the parking lot light boxes for the light poles in the parking lots. So
Yeah,
we had to dig from one box to another and then run our lines to the trailer. When we opened up the box, there was EV chargers there for vehicles, and we went through that box to the light pole box with a 2-inch conduit to feed our trailer. And there was uh, a Black Widow in there with the red on the back. And I'd never seen one up here in PA, you know what I mean? And yeah, I was like, wow, man. I'm like, man, that thing bites you, you're going to the hospital.
those are all those are
Black
all
Widow,
over.
man. I
Those are
know,
all
I
over.
never seen one. I never seen one here. It was my first time I ever seen one.
Yeah, they're
Pretty,
all.
pretty,
If I go look
pretty
around the
big.
outside of my house good enough, I guarantee you I can find one.
Pretty big too.
Later, Wesley. Yeah, if you never seen them before, they're neat. Bright red spot on them.
I'll see if I can. The electrician took a picture. I'll see if I can get him to send it to me. It's pretty neat, man.
I've I've squashed some of their egg sacs before, and just had a million of those things come flying out of it.
No shit.
Yeah, it's like, oh crap, straight for the bug spray. Spray everything indiscriminately.
Mm.
Remember when in 2017 when I had my shoulder surgery, I was sleeping down here on my couch, and a spider bit me, and right across the edge of the pillows, like I was sitting on the pillows back here, and it got me on my right side, and then it went over to the other side, and I must have moved, and it got me on my left side, man. I had like spider veins all down my legs and all. It was crazy, man. I was sick. I had fever.
Probably
My
a black.
wife's like,
Probably,
why don't you go to the hospital? I'm like, nah, I ain't going to the hospital.
probably a
Mm.
black widow. They won't kill you.
Something bit
Very,
the shit out of me.
very rare they'll kill a human. They just fucking suck.
I'm glad most of that gold went back in the pan. I'm going to take the vacuum over there where it was too and vacuum up the floor just in case.
Don't want to be like me with it all over the floor.
I did it like 3 or 4 times, John. I don't know. you know,
Oh,
but it was a pretty good amount that I kicked over.
Dang it, I was looking. I guess they don't really have a thing called a spider petting zoo. I broke my collarbone jumping a bike when I was in middle school a little time. It sucked. I had to wear one of those stupid bras. That's a nice pan. That was wild, Doug.
Yeah, this is stuff I kicked. No, no, this is a potato bag that I kicked over.
Oh, my dad used to bring home all kinds of weird critters from the desert. We had a bunch of tarantulas, and they don't hurt you out here. The ones out here won't hurt you, but they will bite. They will bite you if you're bothering them or you scare them. Other than that, you can just hold them on your hand and they walk around and they're cool. But they will bite you if you scare them. That kind of hurts.
I can say I was never bit by a tarantula before.
I've been bit by a tarantula.
me either.
I grew up. You guys know what a macaw is?
Yep.
We had a macaw when I was growing up. We actually had two. Uh, one died during the divorce, and my dad got a mate for it and didn't know the other one had died. The second one we got was meaner than shit. I got bit by that thing a lot. They hurt.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very sure they hurt.
I used to ride it. It would hold on to my handlebars on my bike, and I'd ride over to the park and take it around the park on the weekends. Let people play with it and pet it and talk to it. And the birds love interaction like that. Let it climb up the chain on the swing and swing on the swing and be out there with its little wings spread, like it was flying. They're fun birds.
Hmm. My neighbor's got like 4 of them. Or he's got parrots, one of the two.
If they're
Got a bad little smile.
if they scream a lot, they're probably cockatoos.
A
They're big.
cockatoo.
A cockatoo. Those are the big white ones, right? Usually white.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Perry.
Those are the screamers.
No, these are the colored ones, like the parrots and macaws.
Yeah, I had one of the white ones.
Yeah, macaws are usually blue and red or red and gold. Occasionally, you can get a green one, I believe. We had a blue and gold and a red and green. We had one of each at different times. The blue and gold was nice. The red and green one was mean as shit.
The blue and gold ones, aren't those the rarer ones? They're like something else. They're a different name, aren't they?
No, it's just blue and gold macaw. The red ones are called scarlets. The blue and gold, I forget what they're called. The blue and gold we got, my dad got it. My mom got it for him as a birthday gift or a Christmas gift. And he wanted a rabbit, so she shoved it in a rabbit cage for when he woke up in the morning. And so he named it Hassenpfeffer, but he raised it from a baby, just big enough to a puppy or whatever. So it absolutely loved him, and it was a nice bird. It behaved itself for the most part.
All right, now I'm gonna pan out the sniffer bottle.
Yeah, the macaws yell too. I don't feel like they'll yell as much as the cockatoos, but they do yell loudly.
Mm-hmm.
Then the pet store in town where my mom actually got it, but we'd known them our entire lives. They had a macaw too, and they were afraid to trim it. Its beak, claws, and wings. And my dad wasn't afraid to trim it, so every couple of months or so, he'd go down there and get in a fight to the death with this stupid macaw. They would they would go at it while he's trying to trim this thing. And my dad, he just didn't care. The bird would bite him. He bit the bird. Uh, that, and he figured out he he figured out he figured out a trick. He would take a drink cup, like a 32-ounce drink cup or so, an empty, clean drink cup. And if the bird was being too ornery or whatever, he would shove the drink cup over its head so that
Justin, what's up?
one, it couldn't bite him, and two, when it screamed, it hurt its own ears, so it would stop screaming like you're killing it.
No.
So he'd shove the cup over its head when it was being too mean, not every time, and then throw its leg across it to pin it down, and then hold his foot up and clip all its claws real quick. The fight to the death every time, though. Taz is saying the pure blue macaws are the rare ones. That's probably true.
Maybe those are the ones I was thinking of. When I went down to Tennessee last year, we went to Parrot Mountain, and they had I thought it was blue and yellow, or blue and gold, whatever, but it might be blue.
Blue and gold is
They
common.
said something about being like the ultra rare parrot.
See, Taz, when we had them, we never let them by our eyes or our shoulders. We'd always hold them on our hand, and you let them get on your hand flat like that, and then put your thumb over one of their feet so they can't walk up your arm. And that also gives them stability, because as soon as they get knocked off the balance while you're carrying them or whatever, they reach out with their beak to grab something. And that's why people get bit in their ears and their eyes and all that. We never did that. We always held its foot. Doesn't matter though. You own a bird like that, you're getting bit.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's accident or on purpose, you're getting bit.
Yeah, you go to pick it up off the floor, you use your finger, and they go to grab on, or they just have a bad day and chomp.
Oh, you're carrying it to the cage. You step wrong, it thinks it's going to fall. It's going to grab anything it can get. Your shirt, your finger. It doesn't care. You're getting bit.
Mm-hmm.
They got attitudes just like people, and some days they're not having your crap. Like I said, the blue and gold we raised from a puppy. The scarlet we got from some people who got him from I don't know where or whatever, and he was too much bird for them. So they basically gave it its own room in the house to do and destroy anything it wants. It didn't get the social attention that those birds need, and it just got mean. It was meaner than shit. So my dad got it for a good deal, and the purpose of it was to be the mate for the blue and gold, but the blue and gold died, and just the entire time we had, that was just a mean bird. Ultimately, when my dad
Be
died,
right back.
the people I gave it to, they tried to have it and they couldn't handle it. I was the only one who was able to handle it. And they decided to get rid of it. They gave it to a bird sanctuary about 30 miles out of town here. Apparently it's still living there and it's king of this place. Big 3-foot long tail, all the beautiful feathers. It's got its entire huge enclosure with tons of other birds and their type of natural habitat, and it's king of the place. So that's good for the bird, I guess. Yeah, those birds mate. Most of your large birds mate. So if they mate with a human, they're mated for life, and when their mate dies, they get very unhappy and sick and usually die. That's what happened to the blue and gold. When my dad moved out in the divorce, the blue and gold got sick. My mom took it to the vet and they gave it a heart attack. Huh?
Blue and golds are beautiful.
Well, the blue and gold was cool. It was trained, hand raised, had plenty of attention. It grew up in a house. It would sit in a cage on the front porch or on top of the cage. And a lot of high school kids would walk by our house at that time, and it would talk to the high school kids walking by. And once they figured out it's a bird standing on a cage talking to them, they'd talk to it. And
that's awesome.
Well, because it would sit up there and say, its gamut of words, and it'd talk to you, and have a conversation, all that stuff. Even hand raised, they can be a pain in the ass. You leave, it learns how to unlock its cage.
Yeah.
Goes over to the candy drawer. It's not strong enough to pull the candy drawer open, so it'll just chew the door off of the drawer because it is strong enough to do that. That kind of garbage. You want a bird, you're going to get stuff. When I was growing up, though, we had 3 large Dobermans, the Germans. So they were very thick, very large, 100+ pound dogs. And if that bird got within about a foot, they were moving. They did not play with bird. Same with a cat. If you ever watch the internet videos, you see a cat next to a large bird. Once a cat learns once not to touch a large bird, it won't touch a large bird again. They're explained to very well the first time that they don't want to mess with the bird.
Hey, Chester's Disgusting Sandwiches is back. I tell you, this Heaven's Door bourbon's pretty good.
You what?
I was saying this Heaven's Door bourbon's pretty good. PA, you're muted, by the way. Purdy.
Coin. Challenge coin.
Nice.
Very cool.
Got that from Silver Paws.
You see what he gave away this morning?
Very cool sticker.
No.
This morning on Rob's, he gave away a PF 69, which is a proof 69, one step below perfect, silver $50.
Nice.
Graded and slabbed. Yeah, Chaz, I don't remember some of ours favorites. Obviously any kind of pepper. They love peppers, but I don't remember any perfect things that they liked.
Got another magnet here. Going to put it up on the drawer. On the magnet drawer.
Yeah, and that's probably the best clean out I ever gotten from cottonwood. There's actually a yellow line in the pan.
We cut ours wings, Taz, so they could slow themselves down if they were falling or something like that, but they couldn't fly away. So we would stretch their wings out and cut the flight feathers. Obviously, leave the end feathers, but we would cut off all the flight feathers so they couldn't fly away.
Chester eats disgusting sandwiches.
Oh yeah, you can
ABM,
see
what's
the
going
gold
on?
in the pan. You could definitely see that gold in the pan.
Yeah.
What song suggestion was that, Chester eats?
Very cool.
That was good, John.
Talking about Carl Miller. Dredges and building stuff.
Why did Mary leave?
She's not pouting, she's plotting. Difference.
Yes, definitely plotting, dude. Definitely.
Hi, Georgianne.
Hi, Georgianne.
Miss Georgianne. What's up, lady?
PA, what's the biggest, longest piece of aluminum your brake can handle?
3 foot.
3 foot?
3 foot.
Hmm.
Now watch, PA. Next time he's there, he's going to want you to break him out a cow hood for his Denali.
Thinking about
No, no,
making
no.
myself a dredge, dude.
Well, that's what I'm thinking about making a dredge.
You got a welder, dude. It'd be easy for you.
I don't have a brake or nor
You can
the
you
material.
can make you can make the frame though. Tubular frame. And then just get some
I
pontoons
could
for it.
make it. I could just, yeah, I could make it all. I don't have the welder yet, but I've been looking.
I thought you had one at shop.
There's no reason you guys couldn't make a dredge.
Right. I can make a platform and just throw my two sluices on it from the from
I
the
don't see why
Raptor.
you could put better matting in your Raptor and run like a 3 or 4 inch nozzle on it.
Dude, you got to remember, my Raptor now has dredge mat in it from Dream Mat.
Then what? So instead of buying a dredge, why don't you just get the hoses?
I would just need a box, a flare box to jump into it from the dredge.
Make your own.
I mean, if that little pump really does 100 gallons a minute, I think that'll do it. Go
Oh
from the
no,
8 inch.
for 3 or 4 inch, you're gonna need like 400 gallons per minute.
Oh no, you're right.
Yeah, 100 gallons a minute's not that much.
You can run up to a possible 2.5 on 100 gallons per minute. But your 2 inch
High
non-track
pressure.
pump you got will should put out some good You put out some good flow.
Oh yeah, that thing full blast, dude. It blows out of that thing.
Yeah, so exactly. That's what I'm saying. If you get the right nozzle, so you already got the hose. You have a full 2 inch hose coming off it, running to a jet nozzle, and that's like a 3 inch, even a 4 inch. You could run that right into there as long as you have a big enough crash box. Because that
Yeah,
Raptor's huge.
I would just have to bend up a 14-inch box, get a 14-inch thread match for the bottom, and then
Well,
just hook the two
here's
14s together.
here's a 290 gallon per minute Harbor Freight Predator 3-inch semi trash water pump for $400 at Harbor Freight.
Yeah, you need a high pressure though to a high pressure pump to dredge with. I have the pump already, a 2-inch pump, and it'll feed it.
Oh
It's just
yeah,
big and heavy, you know
that'll
what I mean?
definitely
To put
feed
it
it.
together, like the dredge will be heavy as shit, man. And I'll have to have big
I mean, I
pontoons to hold it up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, you got enough. You have it put a couple extra legs on it, and you're golden.
No, I'm talking about floating dredge, dude.
Well, just have longer hose.
I'm talking about a floating dredge, not one with legs on it. Take that whole box and put it on the dredge and have it float in the water like, regular dredge.
John, for a second there, I thought you had a bowl of soup and you're gonna eat.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
No, I'm putting the gold in the thing so I could dry it out.
I only got you on my
Gold.
laptop monitor, so
Gold is my favorite element.
Oh,
gold. Yep. Yeah, but oxygen's free. It's everywhere. Gold is if you find it.
hmm.
Nope, still gold.
Back in a minute.
I think I got 20 foot on my 1.25 inch hose, and then 15 foot on my 2 inch. Hey, Captain Howdy.
JBM says, "What you working on, John R?"
Doing
Captain Howdy.
cons for my prospecting trip from
Working
last
on
year.
cons from Cottonwood. Cottonwood cons. What's up, Captain Howdy? How you doing?
Yep, that's exactly where.
I bet you Luke Duke is lurking too. What's up, Luke Duke? I know you're listening.
Luke Duke!
See smoke coming out my ears, huh, Mary? Thinking about how I'm gonna make this dredge. I wish I had a welder, because I'd be on it, making the frame for it. If I did that, put my 2-inch pump on there, and just bought 2 pontoons, I'd probably save myself about $2,000. What do you think 2 pontoons would probably cost? Maybe a grand, 800.
Well, if everything goes right and I can get this set up, it's big enough to. It's supposedly big enough for a 6-inch,
Uh,
but I'd really want to make it out of aluminum
He wants to go
because it's
6-inch
heavy.
now, dude.
Huh?
I think the limit is only 5 down at Thermal City. I'm not sure, but I think it's only a 5-inch, no more than a 5-inch charge.
Well, it originally was a 6-inch, the one I'm looking at.
Alaskan wants to know what you smoking. Can he get some?
I was blowing the smoke because Mary said your ears are smoking, so I had smoke all
Right.
the way up in my screen, man. Had to get it out of the way.
Humble Stacker, thanks for stopping by, my friend. Appreciate it. Have a
Take
great
care,
night.
Humble.
Good night. Yeah, we're getting ready to wrap this up around 10 o'clock, so I got to go to bed. Get up for
Yeah, I got a
work.
5:30 come soon.
Yeah,
Another
you guys
9
making
minutes.
it first shift. I
Finally
got
going to get back to
to
work.
Can't complain about that, right, PA?
Yeah, I mean, I've been sitting there twiddling my thumb for 2 weeks reading plans. I like,
Oh,
you can only read
jeez.
so much before you start falling asleep, you know what I mean?
Right?
But the spec book's 1,800 pages.
Another cotton. You know what? I have another cottonwood snuffer bottle here. Might as well clean that up too. I think this is a cottonwood. I'm pretty sure it is. I don't know exactly where. Well, we'll find out. We'll see how small the gold is. Why
Mary
not?
beats on me. Mary beats on me like a redheaded stepchild.
See if there's anything gold in here. 'Cause I don't know what's in these damn snuffer bottles on my window here. If there's anything in it. The hell?
Eastern time. Android all the way.
God, the crazy prices.
Oh yeah, there's gold in here.
I want to remind everybody to start buying American products. Stop buying that Chinese bullshit because it's going to be
Yeah.
double the price now.
Yeah.
Do your part and buy American. This way you don't have to pay tariffs. Just remember, this tariff works. We ain't paying taxes no more, baby. No more income tax. How you like that? You know what I
Hey,
mean? What could you do with $400 or $500 extra a week?
I would love that.
You know what I mean? I would take it like I never even had it and invest it
Yep.
or save it, one or the other. You know,
Buy more gold.
I'd buy Bitcoin.
Now I'm losing my ass on that.
You won't lose your ass on it in the long run, John. Listen, just remember this. Every time the market crashes and everybody goes, "Ah!" and they sell, guess who buys it up? The people with the money. They buy it up and they just sit on it and wait. You know what I mean? So why not do the same thing? You know, when the stock market, you know, the the 2 day stock market crash that we had the other day, I bought a bunch of stock. You know what I mean? Little Time Mining says Litecoin, Litecoin.
Or you could just buy more gold and sit on
Right,
it for a couple of years and let it double.
right. But that's $10,000 an ounce right now, so it's going to cost you a pretty penny,
Right,
or $3,000 an ounce. You know,
right.
but you still can.
And what?
Well, who's Pierre? I think gold's going to go to $10,000 an ounce.
Yes, it will.
Doesn't matter. So will
So
gas.
silver's going to go to 300 an
Oh,
ounce
that's from Canada.
in the long
So
run.
the silver will never go that high.
Sure it will. If
Other than
if
just pure inflation price, silver will never go that high. Simply because silver is too readily
if
available.
the American money system backs themselves off of gold and silver, silver will go that high.
Yes, but silver's too readily available. Silver's too easy to get, easy to mine. Gold. If the price keeps going up on gold, then some of these former gold mines that shut down at an ounce per ton, every time gold goes up, that mine becomes more valuable. So, and
A lot of them are.
this is the
A
only
lot
reason I
of
say it. I explore these places that are now becoming worth it to mine again.
a lot
They
of them
could
are
be.
unclaimed.
Do
A
what?
lot of mines got left and they're unclaimed, and you could just walk up and stake them.
There are.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
there's no
and an
doubt.
ounce a ton, that's pretty profitable in today's market.
Exactly. So if gold continues to go up, what's going to happen is some of these unclaimed mines that weren't valuable enough to mine before, they become valuable enough to mine again, and they will open them up. But gold is still much harder to get. The same goes with silver. Silver goes up much higher. Uh, these mines that were unprofitable to mine before become profitable to mine again.
Yep.
That's just the natural progression of that. Will it keep going up? Yeah, inflation. But as these prices go higher, they're going to go deeper and mine more of it. I mean, some of your deepest gold mines right now, I think they're over a mile deep in I think it was Africa or some kind North Africa, something like that. Some of those mines are over a mile deep.
Yeah, all of our money is going to be based off of precious metals again, so they're going to skyrocket. And if you got them, you got some money, man. Just keep sitting on it. You know, I'm buying as
Absolutely.
much as I can.
Well, as far as your investment, yeah. Oh
That's
no, there's
why I bought all
Africa
my
that are
gold.
a mile deep.
All the silver I've been getting and stuff like that, man. I just been putting it away, man. Come on,
Mm-hmm.
Rob. Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying, Hoover Rob. It's a great time to go restate claims and sit on them. Yeah. Till somebody comes in knocking. It's absolutely right. All of it's going to go up. Copper, silver, gold.
Hmm.
That's why I've been buying Patriot like I've been buying it.
Hey, your sign's fine. Your sign's fine.
I don't do TikTok, man. Just don't like it. Never have. As soon as I found out that it was Chinese owned and they were taking people's information and selling it, no TikTok for me.
All right, I'll bet you're as bad as me. Will you scan your ID at a store when they tell you to scan your ID for a liquor purchase or something like
Nope.
that? Not
Nope.
one bit. I'll walk out of a place before I do it.
See you bye.
I have. I'm like, so I can't buy a pack of cigarettes here unless you scan my ID. It's our computer. Oh, fuck your computer.
JBM said I'm too damn poor. I gotta sell. What are you selling, JBM? Yeah, I don't do TikTok, man. I don't even do Facebook. Any of the Meta platforms, I don't do them. I'm lucky I even do YouTube because they censor the shit out of me.
I never even had a Facebook until last year. I wish I didn't associate it with my business. I'd be trolling the shit out of people.
Y121, Chester. That PA Patriot. That's pretty cool, bro. Yeah, I got kicked off of. I got suspended from Facebook like 37 times leading up to 2020, leading up to 2017. Like 37 times they suspended me. I just deleted the account.
37 fucking times.
If not more, probably 50. They suspended me every time I opened my mouth. They suspended me.
And you know you can't actually delete an account on Facebook. I had heard it's still there.
Oh yeah, it's probably still there.
You just quit playing with it.
No, I actually shut it down and deactivated it. So I mean, you never anything you ever do on the internet never gets deleted ever. It's always there. You can use the Wayback Machine and go get it. Telling you, man, I'm on a terrorist watch list probably.
We all
I'm
are.
proud of that. I'm proud of that.
The Second Amendment channel I hang out on 3 times a week. Uh, YouTube watches him so much they have somebody full time live, or they claim it's AI. I'm going to say it's somebody in India full time live watches his videos to shut him down before we even see what he does wrong. Uh,
Yep.
the last 2 times he's been shut down, he had an AK on the pegboard in the back because you can't touch guns on lives. You know, I could hang as many as I wanted on this wall right here where everybody could see, and YouTube won't do anything about it. But you can't touch them. The last 2 times he's had an AK on the wall, he just points at it and he gets shut down. I'm horrible at saving my silver.
Polished garnet.
A nice size garnet.
Pretty.
You know who they're from? Old Sasquatch.
Have you talked to him?
No, man. I always like comment on his old videos trying to get in touch with him. Never responds. Last time I talked to him, I sent him that cosmic pay dirt from Newer Prospecting. So him and Squatchy could pan it out. And he said he emailed me and said, "Why are you being so nice?" I'm like, "I just want you to have this for you and Squatchy." You know? They love me, brother. Oh man, so I finally drilled the holes. Let me go live here. Let me go big. I finally drilled the holes in the handles. And later this week, I'm going to grind these down, man, and make blades on them. It's going to be pretty cool. Ready to go, baby. I can't believe I ate that bit up with 5 holes.
Are you talking about the Howlin' Huskies, Georgian, or the Barking Dog? Barking Dog is mine in that room over there. The Howlin' Huskies live across the street. There's two of them.
Still got some more steel around somewhere else. I might cut some more blanks too.
Have you ever tried to pound a railroad spike with your forge yet?
I have not. I don't have a anvil.
Who was it? A metal channel I watched. They said this $70 Beaver blue anvil. It's like 38 or 46 pounds or something like that. Was pretty decent for a starter level, obviously. And it was like $70.
So this knife here is a buck skinning knife. One of my hunting knives. This one I traced from it, and I just took off the hook at the top. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And had it come straight down. So that's where I got the idea for this one. I'm sorry, it's a Winchester knife. Skins very well.
I was looking at your blanks right. Your blanks look pretty thick right there.
Yeah, they are. They're 1/4 inch. I'm going to do this buck too. I'm going to trace this one. I need some brass though to make this. The finger guard.
Yeah.
So since I got the forge, I was thinking about getting a couple crucibles that I could stick in there and melt up some brass and make some 1/4 inch plate. Because I do have some brass from some plumbing work that I've done. This knife's like 20 years old, man. It looks great, doesn't it?
Yep. Yeah, PA, I'm looking at the price on 1/4 inch brass flat bar. You should definitely melt down the brass you got.
It's expensive as shit, right?
Well, actually, here's a good one. 1/4 inch, 2 inches long, wide, 6 inches long, $16. That's not horrible.
No, that's not bad at all.
That's Amazon.
Let's check out the Eagles Super Bowl jersey I got.
1/4 inch by 1 inch by 12 inch for $16 too. Overnight, so that ain't too bad. Later, Taz.
See, Taz.
Any other snuffer
No,
bottles?
do not like Drake.
I have one more here. Nice.
Random.
Very cool.
What's up, Random Adventures 2.0?
Are you gonna wear it or wall hang it?
Probably, I don't know. I'll probably put it away.
Is it real deal or knockoff?
The real deal.
Nice.
Very cool. I like it. I don't know. I might frame it.
Good night, Georgia.
Good night, Georgian.
See you, Jordan.
Night, Jordan.
But it's 10 after 10, so we're probably going to call it a night.
All right, PA.
I appreciate everybody coming and hanging out. It's pretty awesome.
And
Sorry,
likewise,
sorry I disappeared for so long. You know what I mean?
Hey, I made it.
Life comes first.
I didn't. I did have family issues last week myself.
What's this, Tony? What you got going on up there? What are we doing at Knobles? First time I heard about it, Tony.
Quiet.
Kendrick fan. I don't listen to none of that stuff, dude. I listen to country music and rock and roll. See you, Chester. Made the first annual creator meetup at Nobles Amusement Park on May 24th. And I've opened it up to other creators. They're also subscribed to me to come and tell their fans to come and see. I think I'm going to be in John 24th. That's when we go to Vermont, right?
Mhm. Um, that was my calendar.
No, that's when we go to. That's when we go to Ohio. We're going to Ohio, Tony. Sorry about that, brother.
We're leaving a Friday afternoon, 25th,
Yeah,
26th, 27th. That's the yeah, that's for Buffalo Creek, and then like PA JP saying 24, 25, 26. Actually, was it 23 through the 26th? We'll be in Ohio. Hello, you taller.
are you coming down Thursday night, John? Like planned?
Um, whatever you plan.
I thought you were coming down Thursday night. We were leaving early Friday morning.
Okay. What the hell is that?
Chester, we're all 3 times as old as you. We don't listen to that kind of music.
Yeah, no, we don't listen to that stuff, Chester. Chester, how old are you?
That dude's about 12. You guys know me. I would have blocked him a long time ago.
All right. This is Kyle making noises. Bugles.
So what'd you wind
Yeah,
up ordering?
Tony.
Was that Jackson?
What'd you wind up ordering for dinner?
Utah.
Yeah,
What's up?
Domino's.
Did you read his channel description, PA?
No, I didn't get a chance to.
Utah's. It's good for a laugh.
Oh.
It's not hilarious, but it's good for a chuckle.
What was he asking?
Who?
Whoever you're talking about.
No, Utah is his channel description is I guess he's from Utah. He says Utah, but I'm taller. It's just the way he typed it on there. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, I don't even think Chester has one follower.
I don't.
He's a youngin'.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Chester.
Tony, my bad. We're gonna be in Ohio on Memorial Day weekend, so we're not gonna be able to make it. And I use most of my holidays for mining trips. So that's Memorial Day, Labor Day weekend, and July 4th.
Name one
And
holiday that you've used that hasn't been for a mining trip or personal use.
none. I can't. You got me, Zach.
I've used all of my holidays for mining trips.
That's right.
Christmas we didn't. We did Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we did Thanksgiving. Christmas and New Year's, I'm usually down in North Carolina with Scott Sharp. I didn't make it this year. They wanted that job done by January 3rd or something like that. We got it done.
Are you a fan of Breadstick Ricky? PA?
I don't think I ever heard of him.
Ricky and the Boss?
Mm.
You don't know Ricky and the Boss?
YouTube channel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Breadstick Ricky and the Boss. Watch some of the shorts; they're hilarious.
I'll
I'd
check it
have
out.
figured you'd have been all over that. It's construction related type shorts. Vaguely. It's just the personal aspect of construction.
Ricky and
Thanks,
the
Steven.
Boss. Where's my damn pen?
Yeah, the different personalities of the people in the trade.
Thanks, Steven. Have a great night, buddy.
Yeah, I'd be the one with the funny face. That's definitely me.
They all have funny faces.
Well, I'm gonna wrap it up, boys.
All right, PA.
Not the old
So
man, not the regular guy. The
See you
thanks for
guys
sweetie.
coming,
over
everybody.
there.
Oh, you talking
Appreciate
Tool
it.
Man? Bye, everybody in chat.
And we'll
Later,
see you.
Bye, chat.
We'll see you next week. PA Patriot, Wrench, John R, and Zaxon. We are out.
I'll see y'all
See you guys.
Thursday.
Yeah, that's
Later.
right. Don't forget Thursday night, Wrench's show. Mail call. You guys be cool. We'll see you.
Later, folks.
Later,
Night.
PA.